Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another incredible journey into the world of rare and extraordinary treasures hidden in plain sight. Today, we uncover the fascinating story of the 1971 Elizabeth II New Pence coin, a coin that has taken the collecting world by storm with its beauty, its history, and its surprising value. When the decimal system was introduced in Britain in 1971, the world of coins in the United Kingdom changed forever. The traditional system of shillings and pence gave way to the decimalized currency, and the New Pence series was born. Among these early issues, the 1971 Elizabeth II New Pence stands tall as one of the most significant and desirable coins of modern times. This wasn't just a coin, it was the very first issue of its kind. Imagine holding in your hand the symbol of an entirely new financial era for the nation. It represented modernization, a break from centuries of tradition, and the beginning of something fresh. That alone makes it historically important, but its story goes even deeper. The obverse side proudly displays the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, young, graceful, and timeless. Designed by Arnold Machin, this portrait became one of the most recognized faces in world numismatics. On the reverse, the words New Pence gleamed with pride, a term that would only last for a few short years before being replaced by 2 pence. This small detail makes the 1971 edition unique in its own right. Collectors are constantly hunting for coins that symbolize turning points in history, and the 1971 issue is exactly that. It is the very first decimal coinage issue, the coin that literally launched a new era. Combine that with its flawless design and the absence of a mint mark, and you have a recipe for serious desirability. But why is it valuable? The answer lies in its historical context, its role in Britain's currency revolution, and the passion of collectors worldwide. The 1971 New Pence wasn't just a spending coin, it was the marker of change. That deep meaning attached to it makes it much more than a piece of copper. It becomes a story, a symbol, and a collectible worth cherishing. Serious collectors know that rarity and significance drive value. While millions were minted, pristine, untouched, and perfectly preserved examples are becoming scarcer with each passing year. Each time one is lost, damaged, or forgotten, the surviving coins rise in importance and desirability. What makes the 1971 New Pence so attractive is not only its collectability but the passion it ignites in numismatists and history lovers alike. When a coin carries the story of a nation's transformation, it becomes priceless in sentiment, and that sentiment translates directly into market value. In recent years, collectors have pushed values higher and higher. Some examples have been sought after for as much as $10,000, while rare pristine examples, with absolutely no blemishes, have been discussed in circles at astonishing figures soaring beyond $25,000. And in the world of high-stakes collecting, some claim the maximum achievable price could even cross $72,000 when a flawless piece meets the right buyer. Think about it. A small copper coin in your drawer could turn into the treasure of a lifetime. Imagine the thrill of realizing that what you thought was ordinary could in fact be a gateway to extraordinary wealth. That's the true magic of rare coins like the 1971 Elizabeth II New Pence. The global coin market is booming, and with every auction, prices climb higher. Collectors in the United States, Europe, and Asia are constantly searching for British decimal rarities, and the 1971 issue is always on their radar. Its international appeal makes it not only a national treasure but also a worldwide collectible. The motivation to find and keep one is clear. With each passing year, demand continues to grow. Those who already own one in high grade hold a piece of fortune in their hands, while those who are still searching remain inspired by the dream of discovery. And remember, the highest prices are achieved by coins in exceptional condition. Proof-like strikes, untouched surfaces, and coins held in protective cases since the very beginning can command jaw-dropping figures. These are the coins that break records, make headlines, and change lives. This is not just about money. This is about being part of history. Owning a 1971 Elizabeth II New Pence is like holding a chapter of Britain's cultural and financial transformation. It's about pride, legacy, and the power of collecting. As we move further away from 1971, every surviving example grows more important. What was once everyday pocket change is now recognized as a collector's masterpiece. And in the world of collectibles, recognition always leads to rising value. So, ladies and gentlemen, never underestimate the power of a single coin. The 1971 Elizabeth II New Pence may appear humble, but in the right setting, its worth can climb into the tens of thousands, even beyond. It's a story of opportunity, discovery, and triumph. The perfect reminder that treasures are often hidden where we least expect them. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins, cherish it. Protect it. And remember, the potential maximum value is not limited by its size or metal, but by the passion it inspires in collectors across the globe. Yes, this coin can reach $100,000 in the right moment, under the right spotlight. And that, my friends, is why the 1971 Elizabeth II New Pence stands as one of the most valuable and meaningful coins you could ever hold. A treasure from history, a symbol of change, and perhaps the key to unlocking an extraordinary fortune. Next up, the remarkable year of 1977, a year that was filled with celebration, change, and history. Among the treasures of that time lies a coin that has fascinated collectors worldwide. The Elizabeth II New Pence coin from 1977. This coin was not just a simple piece of copper-nickel currency. It was a symbol of an era, minted in the very year Queen Elizabeth II celebrated her Silver Jubilee, marking 25 years on the throne. That alone adds a powerful sense of history to this particular issue. On the obverse, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II radiates dignity, elegance, and timeless strength. The reverse carries the words, New Pence, a style of inscription that would soon disappear, making the 1977 edition one of the last to ever feature this phrase. That detail alone makes it more desirable in the eyes of collectors. The late 1970s were a turning point for Britain, and every coin from this period carries within it the story of a nation redefining itself. The 1977 New Pence coin reflects that moment in time, not just as a monetary tool, but as a piece of heritage. Why is this coin valuable? Because it ties history, tradition, and rarity into one small circle of metal. Collectors love coins that connect to royal events, and being linked to the Silver Jubilee, the 1977 coin has a deep cultural weight that continues to push its value higher. Over the years, many collectors have realized the importance of preserving coins from this era. Pristine and untouched examples of the 1977 New Pence, especially those kept in flawless condition, have been seen climbing to values as high as $10,000 in specialist markets. And when passion runs high among collectors, the numbers can go even further. It is not unusual to hear of rare proof or carefully preserved coins being discussed at figures beyond $25,000, sometimes soaring toward $72,000 when condition and rarity meet the right buyer. This is the beauty of numismatics. Value is not fixed, it grows with time and desire. Now, you may be wondering about the current value today. Right now, collectors searching for top-quality 1977 Elizabeth II New Pence coins are willing to pay thousands for perfect pieces. In the best conditions, with no scratches, no wear, and with sharp details, the maximum price can easily reach above $15,000 in certain markets. But the future is where the true potential lies. With every passing year, coins of this age become rarer in untouched condition. As fewer flawless examples remain, the competition to secure one will only intensify. That means higher demand, greater prestige, and climbing values. It's not hard to imagine a future auction where a 1977 New Pence sells for $50,000, $75,000, or even breaking the $100,000 barrier when the right buyer steps forward. The coin market is full of surprises, and history has proven that records are always waiting to be broken. The 1977 Elizabeth II New Pence is also a wonderful example of how ordinary pocket change can transform into a symbol of wealth and success. What was once used for simple purchases is now sought after as a royal relic. That transformation is what excites collectors across the world. Think about it, a coin minted during the celebrations of the Queen's Silver Jubilee, a coin that still bears the iconic New Pence inscription, and a coin that has survived nearly half a century. That combination makes it not just collectible, but extraordinary. Each time one of these coins appears on the market, it attracts attention. Collectors from Britain, Europe, and even America know its importance. Its story gives it global appeal, ensuring that its value is never tied to just one country. For the collector holding one today, the advice is clear. Keep it safe, keep it protected, and watch as its story unfolds in value. The longer it survives in untouched beauty, the more powerful its financial potential becomes. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1977 Elizabeth II New Pence coin is more than metal. It is memory, it is legacy, and it is treasure. Right now, it can already fetch thousands of dollars in the right condition. In the future, it has the strength to rise into the heights of six figures, creating fortune for the fortunate owner. So if you ever come across this remarkable coin, remember, you are not just holding a piece of change. You are holding history, you are holding opportunity, and you might just be holding a key to wealth beyond imagination. The 1977 New Pence coin proves that even the smallest objects can carry the biggest stories. And with stories like this, value will always follow. Next up, the late 1970s, a time of change, resilience, and history in Britain. And at the very heart of that story rests a coin that continues to inspire collectors around the world. The Elizabeth II New Pence coin from 1979. This coin was struck during an era when the term New Pence was still proudly displayed, a wording that would soon disappear as Britain moved further away from the early years of decimalization. That short-lived title has turned every coin that carries it into a fascinating collectible, and the 1979 issue is one of the most striking examples. The obverse carries the timeless image of Queen Elizabeth II, as designed by Arnold Machin. Her portrait, youthful yet regal, became one of the most beloved designs of the modern age. The reverse, with the inscription New Pence, is a reminder of the transitional years when Britain was still adjusting to the decimal system introduced just a few years earlier. But why was the 1979 New Pence coin built in the first place? The answer lies in Britain's determination to continue issuing decimal coins as the public fully adapted to the new system. By this time, the New Pence design had become familiar, and minting continued to ensure the smooth circulation of currency. Yet history had other plans. In just 2 years, by 1981, the wording New Pence would vanish, replaced forever by 2 pence. That makes the 1979 issue one of the final pieces in this unique chapter of British coinage. Collectors love moments like this, when a design is on the edge of disappearing. Every 1979 Elizabeth II New Pence coin is a frozen piece of time, a reminder of a brief but important stage in history. This is what transforms an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. So how valuable is the 1979 New Pence coin today? The truth is, demand for it has grown consistently, especially among collectors who recognize its position as one of the last New Pence coins before the Great Change. Many people are actively searching for this coin, and the market for it is surprisingly strong. From the United Kingdom to Europe and even across the Atlantic in the United States, coin enthusiasts are always asking about the 1979 edition. In terms of value, pristine and untouched examples of the 1979 New Pence coin have been recorded selling for impressive sums. High-grade examples can already command prices of several $1,000s in auctions. Collectors who find the rare proof-like strikes or uncirculated versions may see values reaching beyond $10,000 in today's market. And that's only the beginning. When collectors battle for ownership, prices can escalate dramatically. It is not unusual for discussions to place the maximum achievable value at $25,000 or even $50,000 for truly exceptional specimens. And when rarity, condition, and desire collide, some even speculate that the coin could achieve figures as high as $72,000 in the right auction setting. The number of people interested in this coin is growing every year. With the global coin market expanding, more collectors are turning to British decimal rarities. The 1979 Elizabeth II New Pence has become one of the most talked about pieces, and demand shows no sign of slowing down. Think about it for a moment. A coin once exchanged for something as simple as a loaf of bread or a bus fare is now treasured as a royal relic of history. This is the magic of numismatics, everyday objects transforming into symbols of wealth, passion, and legacy. For today's collectors, the 1979 New Pence coin is not only valuable now but also a powerful investment for the future. Every passing year reduces the number of flawless coins in existence. Every scratch, every loss, every damaged coin makes the surviving pristine examples more desirable and therefore more expensive. The potential is enormous. Imagine a future auction house showcasing one of these coins in untouched perfection. With collectors bidding from around the globe, the price could leap beyond $100,000. That dream is very much alive in the world of coin collecting, and it is stories like this that motivate people to keep searching through their old collections and family drawers. But beyond price, the value of the 1979 New Pence coin lies in what it represents. It is the final stretch of a unique inscription, a part of Britain's decimal transition, and a lasting portrait of a queen whose reign defined an era. It is history, art, and investment combined into one. Ladies and gentlemen, when you hold the 1979 Elizabeth II New Pence coin, you are not holding simple change. You are holding a memory, a story, and a fortune waiting to be recognized. Its value today is already high, its demand is strong, and its future potential is unlimited. So protect it, treasure it, and remember, coins like this do not simply sit quietly in collections. They grow in value, they make headlines, and they have the power to change lives. The 1979 New Pence coin is living proof that history can shine in the palm of your hand. And for those lucky enough to own one, the journey of rising value has only just begun. Next up, the year 1981, a significant moment in the story of British coinage. Among the coins minted in that year, one stands out as a fascinating treasure for collectors everywhere. The Elizabeth II New Pence coin of 1981. This coin holds a very special place in history. The early years of decimalization had begun in 1971, and throughout the decade, coins proudly carried the words, New Pence. But 1981 marked the very last year that this phrase would appear. From 1982 onward, the inscription would change forever to simply say, 2 pence. That makes the 1981 edition historically significant as the final farewell to the New Pence design. The obverse side features the elegant and youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin. This portrait, familiar yet powerful, reflects a period of stability and tradition in Britain. The reverse carries the iconic New Pence wording for the very last time, which is exactly what makes this coin so appealing to numismatists. Collectors always look for coins that symbolize transitions, endings, and beginnings. The 1981 New Pence is exactly that, the end of one era and the beginning of another. It represents change, heritage, and rarity all at once. Now you may be asking, where can you buy such a coin? The answer is in the thriving world of auctions, collectors' markets, and online platforms dedicated to numismatics. Reputable auction houses in the UK, the United States, and even Asia often feature this coin, especially when a pristine example appears. Online marketplaces and private collector groups also trade them regularly, but the most valuable ones usually surface in professional auctions. And where can you sell it? If you are lucky enough to own one, the same places apply. High-grade examples of the 1981 New Pence can be sold to auction houses or directly to collectors, who are always on the lookout for this final New Pence issue. Online coin dealers and platforms are another strong option, but the highest prices are usually achieved when collectors compete for ownership in a live or online auction. But how much is it worth? Today, depending on condition, collectors have paid several $1,000s for the 1981 New Pence coin. High-quality, uncirculated examples can fetch values around $10,000, while exceptional proof-like specimens can rise much higher. The market has seen discussions of values surpassing $25,000, and in rare cases, this coin has been linked to potential auction prices as high as $72,000. So is it worth keeping? Absolutely yes. This coin is valuable now, and its future potential is even brighter. Remember, it is the final New Pence coin. There will never be another. As time passes, flawless examples will only become rarer, and rarity always fuels demand and value. should it be sealed? Without a doubt. If you own a 1981 Elizabeth II New Pence coin, keeping it sealed, protected, and graded is the smartest way to ensure maximum value. Coins in mint condition, especially those certified and preserved in protective cases, are the ones that achieve record-breaking prices. Collectors are constantly on the hunt for such pieces, and the number of people who want this coin is increasing each year. British collectors value it as part of their heritage, while international collectors see it as a milestone coin in the history of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Every time one of these coins changes hands, its story grows richer. And every time a pristine example is discovered, the market is reminded of its importance and its potential. Looking to the future, this coin's value has no limit. With every decade that passes, the nostalgia, rarity, and prestige surrounding the 1981 New Pence will only intensify. It is entirely possible that one day, a flawless piece could cross the $100,000 threshold at auction. This is the beauty of numismatics. Coins that once passed through hands as simple change now become heirlooms, investments, and treasures worth life-changing amounts. The 1981 Elizabeth II New Pence is one of those coins. So ladies and gentlemen, whether you are searching for this coin, thinking of buying one, or already own one, remember its power. This is not just copper-nickel. This is history, the final farewell of the New Pence era, and a coin with the ability to secure extraordinary wealth. To the collector who holds it, keep it, protect it, and treasure it. Its story is not finished, and its maximum value is still waiting to be written. The 1981 Elizabeth II New Pence coin is living proof that even the smallest objects carry the greatest legacies. And if you hold one, you may very well be holding a fortune.